Good day, students. Welcome to this JSS 1 Basic Technology lesson on simple woodwork joints. A joint is where two pieces of wood are connected. The choice of joint determines the strength, appearance, and durability of a woodwork project. From Nigerian furniture, the chairs, tables, and shelves in your home and classroom, to market stalls, doors, and window frames, wood joints are everywhere. By the end of this lesson, you will be able to define a woodwork joint, identify and describe the main types of wood joints, state the application and advantages of each joint, mark out a simple joint, and explain how joints are strengthened with glue, nails, or screws. Let us begin. What is a woodwork joint? A woodwork joint is a method of connecting two pieces of wood together. Joints are chosen based on the strength required, the direction of stress, tension, compression, shear, the appearance desired, and the tools available. General principles. Wood is strongest along the grain, lengthwise. Most joints create more surface area for glue and interlocking mechanical resistance compared to a simple butt joint. Adhesive, wood glue, PVA bonds wood fibers, used with almost all joints. Fasteners, nails, wire nails, panel pins, screws, dowels, used to reinforce many joints. Types of woodwork joints. 1. Butt joint. The simplest joint, one piece of wood butts squarely against another at 90 degrees and is glued/nailed. Types: T-butt, forming a T-shape, L-butt, corner joint. Advantage: very simple and quick to make, no special tools needed. Disadvantage: weakest joint, small glue area, relies heavily on nails or screws for strength. Uses: rough carpentry, boxes, drawbacks, carcass frames. 2. Mitre joint. Both pieces are cut at 45 degrees so they meet at a 90 degrees corner without showing end grain. Advantage: neat appearance, end grain is hidden, good for frames and moldings. Disadvantage: still relatively weak without reinforcement, requires accurate 45 degrees cutting, mitre box or mitre saw. Uses: picture frames, skirting boards, door architraves. 3. Halving joint, half joint. Each piece has exactly half its thickness removed at the joint area, so they interlock and flush. Types: cross halving, pieces cross in the middle, corner halving, corner, T-halving, T-junction. Advantage: stronger than butt joint, both surfaces flush when joined. Uses: framework, lattice, chair rails, window glazing bars. 4. Lap joint, overlap joint. One piece overlaps the other, secured with nails, screws, or glue. Advantage: simple, good for timber framing. Disadvantage: not flush, one piece is proud of the other. Uses: fence rails, rough carpentry, temporary structures. 5. Mortise and tenon joint. A mortise is a rectangular hole, cavity, cut into one piece of wood. A tenon is a projecting tongue cut on the end of another piece, it fits into the mortise. Advantage: very strong, resists twisting and pulling apart, traditional joinery joint. Disadvantage: requires careful marking and cutting, needs a mortise chisel, mallet, and tenon saw. Uses: table legs to rails, door frames, chair legs, any structural corner or T-junction. Marked out, the tenon is typically 1/3 the thickness of the wood, marked with a marking gauge. 6. Dovetail joint. Interlocking wedge-shaped tails, fan-shaped projections, on one piece fit into pin sockets on the other. The shape prevents the joint from pulling apart. Advantage: very strong mechanically, resists pulling apart, beautiful and prestigious, shows craftsmanship. Disadvantage: complex and time-consuming to mark and cut, requires much skill. Uses: high-quality draw corners, traditional cabinet making, top-end furniture. Common in Ikeja/Lagos furniture workshops producing quality hardwood furniture. 7. Rebate joint, rabbit joint. A rectangular step, rebate, cut along the edge of one piece receives the end of another. Advantage: stronger than butt joint, neater, end grain partly hidden. Uses: drawer construction, plywood boxes, back panels. 8. Dowel joint. Cylindrical wooden pegs, dowels, fit into holes drilled in both pieces to align and reinforce. Advantage: neat, no metalwork, stronger than butt joint, invisible reinforcement. Disadvantage: requires doweling jig for accurate hole alignment. Uses: flat pack furniture, shelving, chairs. Selecting the right joint. Use a butt joint for quick, non-structural work. Use halving for flat frameworks. Use mortise and tenon for structural furniture and door frames. Use dovetail for drawer corners and premium cabinetry. Use mitre for picture frames and decorative moldings. 3 examination questions. Question 1. State the most appropriate joint for each application and give a reason. A. Table leg joining a horizontal table rail mortise and tenon, very strong, resist pulling and twisting at the stressed corner. B. A picture frame corner mitre joint, hides end grain, gives neat appearance at 45 degrees corner. C. A simple wooden box made quickly butt joint or rebate joint, simple to cut, fasten with nails/glue for adequate strength in a non-stressed application. D. Draw corner of a quality piece of furniture dovetail joint, mechanically strong, resist the pulling force when opening a drawer, prestigious appearance. Question 2. Describe how to mark out a halving joint. Step 1. Mark the width of the second piece across the face of the first piece using a tri-square and pencil. Step 2. Using a marking gauge set to halve the thickness of the wood, mark the depth of the halving on both pieces, from the face. Step 3. Hatch the waste area to be removed, so it is clear what is to be cut away. Step 4. Saw down to the depth line on the waste side of each width line, with a tenon saw. Step 5. Remove the waste with a chisel and mallet, working from each side to the center. Step 6. Test the fit. The two pieces should be flush and square when assembled. Question 3. Why is the mortise and tenon stronger than a butt joint? The mortise and tenon has a much larger gluing surface area. All 4 sides of the tenon are glued inside the mortise. The mechanical interlock of the tenon inside the mortise resists shear forces, side-to-side movement, and tensile forces, pulling apart. The butt joint only glues end grain to face grain, which is inherently weak because end grain absorbs glue poorly and offers little mechanical resistance. 3 common mistakes. Mistake 1. Sawing on the wrong side of the line. In woodwork, always saw on the waste side of the marked line, leaving the line visible. The line marks the final size of your piece. The saw curve, width of the cut, removes material from the waste. If you saw through the line, your piece will be slightly undersized and joints will be loose. Mistake 2. Making the tenon too thin, more than 1/3 of the wood thickness. The tenon should be approximately 1/3 of the total wood thickness. If thinner, it is weak and may snap. If thicker, the mortise wood becomes too thin and splits. Mistake 3. Assembling a joint without checking the dry fit first. Always do a dry assembly, without glue, to check that parts fit correctly, are square, and there are no gaps. Apply glue only when satisfied with the dry fit. Glue sets quickly and mistakes are hard to correct once it has hardened. Summary. Woodwork joints connect pieces of wood. Choice depends on strength, appearance, and tools. Butt joint, simplest, weakest, nails/screws needed. Mitre joint, 45 degrees cut, neat, picture frames. Halving joint, half depth removed from each, flush, frameworks. Lap joint, overlap, simple, rough carpentry. Mortise and tenon, mortise, O plus tenon, tongue, very strong, furniture/door frames. Dovetail, wedge interlocks, strongest, draw corners, quality cabinetry. Rebate, step cut on edge, boxes and drawers. Dowel, hidden pegs align and reinforce. Reinforcement, wood glue, PVA, nails, screws, dowels. Saw on waist side, tenon equals 1/3 thickness, always dry fit before gluing. For homework, A. Sketch and label 5 types of woodwork joints. B. State the best joint for a table leg and explain why. C. What is a dry assembly and why is it important? Attempt a quiz on your LMS. Strong joints make strong furniture. Master the craft. Visit Litech Academy at academy.litech.com.ng. Until next time.